Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thanks so much for joining me here. Hope you're having a great day. Let's take another look at ICP, see what's going on. We got a nice solid pump here, of course, but still not looking as strong as other coins. Like Bitcoin broke through its most recent high at about 66,000. We're going to have to see where it closes here today to kind of confirm the direction. But generally speaking, if Bitcoin holds over 65K, the general consensus is that we should experience some decent profit over the weekend. Keep in mind though, a lot of coins are overextended and they are due for a correction, so it's important to not get too crazy with longs just yet. I know the FOMO is setting in. It's okay, folks, pump the brakes. There's plenty of opportunity out there. Let's not get too crazy ahead of ourselves. Let's take a look at, of course, the backend data, double check a few things and kind of just see where we're at with the liquidation, kind of get started from there. If you could, hit the like button, comment below, greatly appreciate it. Take a look here at the liquidation levels. We got a little bit of liquidation above the price action between 11 and 12. We look at the monthly though, you can see the kind of the start comparison there. There's definitely more liquidation on the downside, down at 8, 7, or roughly even just say low $6 range. Keep in mind, it's going to be hard pressed to pull back to that level. I feel like ICP is definitely on the right track, but you got to recognize that this $10 mark is kind of that resistance range and that there is potential for the price to pull back at least somewhat. I'm not proposing we're going to see $7 or $8, but that is still a possibility. Just keep in mind and just give you perspective where those are at. It's right here and here. So a lot of support in the 850 to roughly 880 range. We've discussed that previously. So I don't think we're going to see those kind of price points just yet, but if we get close, that might be a consideration to just be mindful that that's a possibility. Either way you look at it here, let's take a quick look at the moving averages for the daily and just recognize we're still over the 50-day SMA. Not much has changed here. Still looking pretty solid overall. However, there's a stochastic divergence. We're seeing this happen on certain coins that are kind of topping out right now. For example, Solana and Bitcoin, they're trying to converge for a second time, where ICP is not really trying too hard. Not that this is a bad thing. Again, we're just in that resistance range. We can also see that money flow index is extremely high, implying we could see a sell-off soon. Other than that, everything looks pretty bullish here on the daily time frame. Keep in mind we haven't fully broken bullish by any stretch. We're still under the 200-day SMA. Till we get over that $12 mark, really don't have a lot of consideration to just blindly take long positions. Again, a lot of this was a fundamental catalyst that pushed the price action to where it's at. Now we're hitting that resistance range. The price action is having difficulty across this level. So we got to presume the price cannot go any further until it breaks through that resistance at roughly 1050. Okay. Now take a look here. RSI is over 50. That's a good sign, but money flow index pulling back, letting us know that we have somewhat of a divergence here. In other words, with the RSI tapering off and the price action kind of trying to go up, that could be a shift in momentum. We can also see MACD is trying to converge and stochastic is swinging up. So from a momentum standpoint, we got a good little push here, right? We're back over the 20-day SMA as well. So the overall sentiment here on the 4-hour time frame, I would say, is mostly positive. Just recognize that this most recent last couple of hours, it very well could be a situation where the price action is just responding to Bitcoin, which is absolutely what it looks like. So if Bitcoin does pull back, I'm pretty sure and confident ICP will also. We could even be in our expansive B phase here before we see the price action pull back even further. Okay, so again, we could see something along these lines here, where the price action legs down at least one more time to possibly test that ascending trend line, or just in general to essentially pull back and go down further, right? That's a possibility too. Either way you look at it, we're above this descending trend line. That's a very good thing. And if the price does pull back, we're likely to hold at this descending trend line there for a bullish back test. So hypothetically, the price does pull back, I would say 850 to 880. That's that support range we talked about previously. That'd be a solid consideration for entry. Take a look at the hourly here. Let's go ahead and confirm this here as well. We're still above the cloud, or well, not still above, we're back up above it rather, but holding that range. We do end up losing it, of course, might be a different story altogether, but the overall sentiment here is it's pretty good sign, right? We got the price above the cloud, we've got the conversion line above the baseline, and then we got the lagging span free and clear. These are generally good signs to consider long positions and to take along without while monitoring it closely. Okay, so again, you don't just arbitrarily take a long to the moon, but I would say that it might be safe to presume that ICP will retest its resistance here. If it does, it might be a solid consideration to think about a short position, unless it breaks out and bullishly backtests as a nice little retrace, so to speak. Those are all things we gotta bridge that gap later. 1050 is a solid resistance level. I don't see that getting broken right away. But if Bitcoin can keep trending towards 67, 68,000, there's a solid chance a lot of these altcoins are going to try to surge and continue further up. So just be mindful of that. All right, so mostly bullish here for ICP. There's no other way around it. But once more, this type of situation here, if you look at this is a tried and true head and shoulders pattern, which generally speaking pulls back. So let's see how this next little increase performs. And I would say that, if it can maintain this level and continue to progress past 1050, that's a different story altogether, okay? But for right now, we got to presume the price action will probably retrace and pull back once Bitcoin does, just based on its overall pattern forming here so far. All right, it's too many variables, folks. Again, when all these things kind of collide, sometimes it's best just to kind of wait and be patient and hold off and not get too crazy with trades. Again, I know folks are like, hey, where's all the signals? Everything's bullish right now. But the truth is Bitcoin faked us out trying to go down, and it should go down further with all this CME futures gap here, right? There's a significant gap there that needs to get filled. But again, is that a guarantee? No, it just happens 95% of the time, right? So again, there's a lot of statistical probabilities of different things happening. So all the more reason just to watch your trades closely. Make sure when you are trading, you use low leverage, low position size, not get too crazy. All right. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Thanks again for watching. Please like the video and or join us over on Twitter, Telegram, Discord, and TikTok and YouTube Shorts now. Hope you have a good one. Thanks again for your time. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.